move to the next slide, Kavita. Right. So basically, we all know that, like, we are in the middle of a pandemic, right? And this is the second wave that we are going through, right? So we felt that we'll be better prepared for it. But again, like, as the situation turns out, like, we are not never be fully prepared for something like this, right? So during our, like, calls with like clients and investors over last 2 months, what we have felt that, like, there are few questions that investors are constantly grappling with. So like, if they are like, they have made good returns over like last 9-10 months, right, from March, April to January or February of this year, they have made good returns. So they don't know what to do with, like, the huge return they are sitting on, right? Whether it's time to book profit, move to cash, or if they are sitting on cash, like, whether they should some, like, wait for some more time to deploy cash in the market, right? So these are some of the questions, like, that's constantly haunting the investment community, like when this pandemic will end, or like, how many ripple effects that we are, like, going to go through, and if the economy will bounce back, or like, clog a double digit growth rate over the next couple of years, or like, the inflation will come back and stop the growth, or the, like, some questions like, Fed is going to increase the interest rate, and the liquidity which is out there in the market that will get squeezed. So these are some of the questions that, like, constantly like, coming across investors' mind, and like, impacting their short-term judgment, right? So what we know, like, what we try to focus here at Right Horizons is that, like, these are some of the macro things which, like, they have a lot of moving parts, right? And we can't answer all those questions, because, like, most of the times these questions and all those moving parts are not in our hand, right? So we try to narrow down our decision-making points where, like, we can focus on one or two, or like, few variables that we can accurately predict in for future, and try to maximize by banking on those predictions, right? So just moving to the next slide, Kavita, please. Okay, so what we know for surety is that the stock market is the best place to invest, right? If you compare it with any asset class, and we have a 30-year track record of Nifty, right? We compare, or the BSE index, right? So basically, if you compare the stock market index return with any of the indices out there, or like, asset classes out there, so what we know that, like, equity has outperformed every other asset class, right? I'll just show it to you. Kavita, you can just move to the next slide, please. Okay, so if you could just look at the last, 30 years track record, like this is the CAGR returns by different asset classes, right? And if you can see that Sensex has completely hands down beaten all the other asset classes, right? The nearest one is gold with 10% CAGR return over the last 30 years, while the equity has compounded by 14% CAGR return, right? So, like, this compounding seems a little low to you who are new to the investment world, right? Just 4% over CAGR. But if you can just compound this 4% CAGR return for a longer period of time, let's say a history of 30 years, that can result in a phenomenal, returns. So, Kavita, if you can just move to the next slide, I'll just show it to the investors or participants. Kavita, can you please move to the next slide, please?
So 1 second, sir. I think there's a glitch. 1 second.
Okay.
Amat, you are also actually co-host. If you want, you can take a control.
Yes, sure. So this is the, like, the how the growth has been for like last 30 years. Like, if we have invested 100 rupees 30 years back, it has resulted into 5,000 rupees. I mean, this has been the growth, right? And if you compare with other asset classes like gold, or like, if you just take the inflation also, so it's like, nothing as compared to what we can have, like, achieved while investing in the equity market, right? So this is what we felt that, we can narrow down the thing, the investment options for us by focusing just on the equity, and, like, rather than fretting over, like, macroeconomic events, we can do a deep dive on one of the companies that we feel more confident about, because it has less number of variables affecting the earnings and the end story, right? So we can have much more clarity on the prediction of those variables, and then we can, like, look to maximize the return by banking on those things, right? So with this, we'll like to conclude this part of the presentation, and just, like, try to move to the second part, which is like discussing one of the stories that we have onboarded in the portfolio, right? So the common underlying theme for all the stocks that we choose in this portfolio super value is that, like, the earnings should at least double over next 3 to 4 years. That's the underlying theme for all the stocks in the portfolio, right? And even for this company, what we felt that the company has the potential to grow the earnings at least double over next 3 to 4 years.
Today, Mr. Anil Rigo is one of the most well-known financial advisors in the country.
Anil Rego, CEO and founder of Right Horizons.
I'm getting Anil Rego, founder and CEO of Right Horizons, who joins us right
From
now.
a Bangalore studio, Anil Rego, CEO, founder, Right Horizons.